Hello everyone, welcome back to the EU Pro League. Didn't think you'd be seeing me so soon, but here we are today with a small little show for you. It's going to be both a wrap-up of what we've seen so far of the Pro League, as well as a tiebreaker match. Yes, we had some confusion at the end of the previous show where we had the last game week and we thought it was Millenium that got relegated and VWS secured the promotion along with Gamers2. That's not the case at all. In fact, we had Gamers2 and Millenium sitting on exactly the same amount of points. So tonight we're going to be seeing Millenium versus Gamers2 in a clash for the tiebreaker spot to remain in the Premiership. It's going to be a one-and-done search and destroy to decide who stays up and who's going down to the Championship. My prediction for this game is a 6-4 to Millenium. I think Millenium are looking very, very good at the moment. Their last game week maybe not showing that in the best of ways, but I've seen them throughout the season. I think they've got what it takes over Gamers2 to be able to stay in the Premiership. Just before we go on to that, let's take a look at this predicted table that I had throughout the season. So obviously you saw every week on Twitter, I was putting out my predictions for the league, and you can see on the screen right now what I predicted the league to look like. So with Team Vitality being undefeated at the top of the table, obviously not the case in the actual league. It came down to a case of a two-map difference in the actual league standings, which we'll see in a minute. Predicted Infuse to create that third place spot and Hyper Games just trailing behind them, which was not the case obviously in the final spot. And at the bottom, I predicted Gamers2 and Overgaming Club to be relegated by map difference. So as you'll see on the screen now, we've actually got the league table as it stands at this current point in time. Very similar to what I had, obviously Hyper Games and Team Infused in different positions. Vitality only just winning the championship instead of going undefeated. We also had a draw at the bottom of the table. Gamers2 and Millenium sitting on the same points, the same map difference, and a draw on their clash in the Pro League. So there was no way to separate those two teams and decide who gets relegated. And obviously, because of the alphabetical order, Gamers2 are technically above Millenium. But we couldn't leave it like that. We had to separate the two. So we're here for the relegation tiebreaker. A one-map search and destroy. Let's see what that map's going to be. It is going to be Solar, which is going to decide who is staying in the Premiership and who is getting relegated tonight. The relegated team will go down to the Championship and they will be replaced by a team who are promoted from the Championship in this current season before we start Season 2 next week. It's incredibly intense, incredibly huge how much is on the line for one map of Search and Destroy. These guys have got to play their best Call of Duty tonight to ensure that they keep fighting for next season and another shot at a $7 grand prize pool. It's incredible stuff. Who's going to win? I have no idea. I'm hoping it's going to be an incredible game. I predicted 6-4 to Millenium. Maybe it could go to around 11. It would be incredible if we had that game go to around 11. I couldn't imagine it. I think I'd wet myself if it did go to that. It's going to be huge. So I think everyone's ready. Without further ado, we'll be getting into the game very shortly. Just to remind you that the host for this is an English host. We're going to be hosting the game for you tonight. Since we've got a Spanish and French team, we thought the best way to host those two teams is to have it on an English host. And the coin toss was in fact won by Millenium won the coin toss. So they'll be picking their sides first up. So here we go. The decider between Millenium and Gamers2 to see who will be getting relegated to the Championship and who will be staying in the Premiership. There was a coin toss to decide who would be going on what side of the map, and it came up heads, and it is going to be Millenium that sits on the defense to start things off. We're going to jump on board with Toho to get this relegation battle underway. Just a reminder, this is a one-and-done search and destroy tie, as Toho is going to push through this B cut as the entire Millenium side have pushed over to this bomb site. It's going to be a first pick from Azox, who gets the kill over onto maps on Legend. They're going to push out on this very confident, this Millenium team moving forward. The grenade is going to be cooked into B cut, expecting to find someone. No one going to be home for that grenade, as it looks like Millenium are going to flank all the way into their base. They are going to be contested. Toho gets a kill, but it's traded away by Gataga. A 2v3 situation now, and the bomb could have easily been put down by G2 there. but they decided not to. In fact, it looks like they might go for the rotate and bait it out, but I don't think Millenium are quite sniffing that out too much. In fact, they're thinking about the rotate, but they're not too confident. They're thinking they could push for it. Here comes the challenge. One kill goes in the favor of Inven there. He does back off as well. Could he go for the re-rotate? 30 seconds left in this first round. This is going to be a huge first round. 2v2 situation. A huge play made by their Millenium. Nowhere in sight to be able to get anything out of this. They do challenge, though. A kill is going to be coming around the corner. It is Carnage who challenges on 1v1. And Carnage with a huge two-piece keeps Millenium's Premiership hopes and dreams alive. He had a really skeptical season, this first season of the EU Pro League, but has just gone absolutely massive there with that two-piece right in the dying moments of that first round. Maybe they should have got the bomb down. How on earth has he managed to do that? Incredible plays by Carnage there to keep his team in this season. We're going to jump on board with the attacking team, which is going to be Millenium and possibly the MVP of that round, Carnage, as it looks like Millenium are going to be pushing up through this B hand side. Carnage just watching the back. Let's actually jump on board with someone else. He's actually going to find methods on that A street. We're on board with Gataga right now, who's just sitting in the bottom solar. Let's see what else is going on. Mello, he's going to challenge a couple. It looks like Azox is also going to get the challenge, and he does manage to get the kill. Maybe Gamers2 getting a little bit anxious with what's happening here. Azox challenges again. He's got a three-piece out of this. Incredible plays from Millenium. Can he get the ace? He's sniffing it out. He knows exactly where Legend could be hiding. He does challenge it. He gets the hit markers. Legend gets the kill. Can he get the two-piece? Oh no, it's going to be cleaned up by Millenium right here. 2-0 in this relegation battle right now. Incredible plays. Incredible plays. Just a reminder to you that the host is English. This is going to be an English host. We are, in fact, hosting the game right now. For those of you wondering who the host of the game was, considering we've got one team from Spain and we've got one team from France, we thought the best way to determine the host in this one and done would be to have an English connection for this one. So let's jump on board with the attack right now. It's Methods 0-2 right now. I'm not sure what's happening here. He's actually going to sit back and spawn, but Inven is pushing forward with the bomb. He's going to check this yellow catwalk here, as Millenium are going to push actually on a massive rotate right now through the spawn. The bomb looks like it might be going down. Gataga gets a pick there from back yellow. We're on board with Carnage right now. It is going to be Millenium pushing from the back. They have pinched them quite well, but it looks like G2 have managed to dip out of there into pipe. That's surely going to get called out from Millenium. They're probably just going to wait this out. Azox turning away at the wrong time. Legend takes him down. 2-2. They've got 2 in the bomb room. Looks like Toho also outside of the solar chimney room. Just checking. He's not in a very good situation here. It looks like it's going to be a trade there going between the teams. A 2v2 situation. Inven is also going to challenge Gataga there. 2v1 situation in the favor of the Gamers2. Can they see this out? They spotted Carnage in the B cut. They're going to go and put this down. The kill is going to get traded away. And Gamers2 finally getting a round on the board for their team in this massive, massive game. This could be the game of their careers right now with how important this is to stay in the Premiership. No one wants to go down to that nasty, nasty championship. Toho doing a good job of managing to pick that kill up on Carnage. Well fought out by the G2 team. They saw Carnage on the cut, called it out to Toho. Maybe a little bit overzealous from him to challenge that, but he does clean it up in great fashion. Azox going to be the man we're jumping on board with right now. He had a massive, massive round in the previous round. Well, 2 rounds previous to this. But this is going to be a huge push by Millenium. They outspotted someone on the zigzag. Legend picks up Mello, who was challenging on that chimney. Another challenge comes out from Toho there. Picks it up. 4v2 situation. This is looking really good for Gamers2. They had a very sloppy first 2 rounds, but it's looking much better. Carnage, the last alive. Can he go huge once again for his team? Stuck in this maps room. He's spotted someone on top maps. They have no idea he's there right now. Who's going to check? He's surely hearing Legend boost around out there. He has spotted someone on cut. He goes for the cut. He's going to look for someone on maps. It's not going to happen. He challenges Toho. He's going for the third. He's hit marking him. He's challenged from behind. Unlucky from Carnage. He did so well in that situation, but unfortunately for him, the numbers game just got too huge for him, and Gamers2 pull 2 rounds on the bounce. Millenium had a huge advantage in that map so early on, and G2 just clawing it back, saying, we're not going out like that. Let's get this underway, and let's stay in the Premiership. Both of these teams, at times in their career, have been incredible forces in the European scene. And over this season, they just haven't quite been firing. And we're seeing some of their best Call of Duty when it really does matter in this final deciding game. It's going to be a shame that one of them is going to be relegated to the Championship. But I'm sure they're going to be replaced by an incredible team. And I'm sure we'll see them very, very soon back at the top flight, whoever it is that does get relegated. But we're on board with Gamers2 right now. There's going to be someone pushing. It's Methods who gets the snipe onto A Street there. Inven has pushed forward with the bomb. He's stuck on this corner right now. Toho up on Yellow Cat. He's surely going to look over to the 3-story building. He hasn't looked. He has spotted him finally, Gataga. And he's going to back away. Legend now pushing over to that 3-story building. He's seen them. This is quite a nice collapse from G2 to push that bomb. They know someone's going to be singled out here. It should well be Gataga. Gataga's actually done a really good job of moving round to this ringside. The bomb is actually, just about moving into purple. Gataga going to come around the back of him. He doesn't win that gunfight. Inven takes it down. 4v2 situation for Gamers2. They're really in the hot seat now. Carnage trades away. That's really, really good for them. Inven still outrageously not wanting to put that bomb down. Carnage with a 2-piece here. This is some of the best Call of Duty I've seen Carnage play all season, and he's really hotting up. 3-piece from him. That is incredible. Inven trying to stay alive now. 2v1 situation. How has that gone so badly for Gamers2? He challenges it. A 1v1 situation. Can Carnage be the hero? 30 seconds left. The bomb is down for Gamers2 right now. Carnage has to do something. He's going to challenge over Carnage. Goes through. Oh my goodness. Inven with the huge 2v1 clutch there after a situation they should not have been in. Goes huge, and Carnage just can't get the ace and the clutch to see his team into the lead. And unfortunately, Gamers2 just about getting it done there in really sloppy fashion. 3-2 to Gamers2. Good almighty. This is hotting up. Let's jump on board with Carnage right now. He's got to be kicking himself after that round. Let's see what's happening. This looks like Millenium a little bit indecisive. Looks like they might play the pick game just to see how this is working out, because Gamers2 very aggressive on the defense so far. Methods, as I say, that picks up a pick on Mello. Mello 1 and 4 right now. Methods in the middle of the map with this PDW. He has spotted someone in the middle of the map. He does go for the challenge, gets some hit markers on him. Gataga's going to challenge back. Gataga picks up that kill. Azox spotted in that glass cut. This is a 2v3 situation. Still in the favor of Gamers2. They're all on the completely wrong side of the map. Millenium going to go for the rotate onto this A-bomb site. They're really reluctant to put that down because they know that means that's a gun off the map, and it becomes almost effectively a 3v1 situation. We'll call it a 3v1.5 situation just for the sake of it. But it looks like another double rotate, baiting it out from Gamers2. Gamers2 surely going to check this bomb site, expecting it to go down so they can actually move in there, but they're not too sure, so they have spread out. Surely by now they've got the motion that they haven't decided to do it, and they're going to push that B-bomb site. We have got someone in the back pushing that. That is going to be Enven. He's looking for someone. Some shots, I think, fire there. Hazos got no choice but to do something here. He wants to put that bomb down. He hasn't got a lot of time. He's shot through the bomb. It's Carnage left in the clutch situation. He's going down again. 4-2 to Gamers2 right now. Too much indecisiveness from these teams on the attack when it comes to putting that bomb down. They're really reluctant to get it down, and unfortunately Carnage has felt the maker of Inven 2 rounds in a row now. This is not looking good for Millennium. The French Giants are looking like they're going to face the wrath of relegation, but I'm sure it's not going to be over yet, as we're going to jump on board with Enven, see what he's got for us in this round. He's had 2 massive rounds in the previous. Let's see what he can do now. He's actually going to push the pipe rim, and Millennium doing the right thing of stacking up on this B-bomb site. Azox gets the trade away to start things off. Legend going to be tagged up by Carnage. Carnage not able to finish that up. Mello's chasing it again. Mello does get the kills. He's still chasing, gets a second kill now. It's a 3v1 situation for Methods. What can he do? He has spotted one, gets the PDW kill, picks up the bow. He's hell of tagged. He challenges again. 4-3 Millennium bringing this back now. This is heating up in the final half of this game. I cannot wait to see what's going to happen. It's like watching my favorite film and not knowing exactly what is going to happen. Well, obviously I do know what's going to happen because it's my favorite film, but you know what I mean. It's like watching an amazing film, getting to the final moments. You're halfway through, action's going all over the place, and you just don't know what's going to happen. It's an absolute nail-biter right now. Let's jump on board with the attacking team. It is going to be Millenium. Looks like they're actually going to make the A push now. Azox with the bomb. Oh, a snipe from Methods. Methods has had 3 huge picks in 3 consecutive rounds, I think it is, with that sniper rifle. Actually, I'm not too sure about that last round, but in some of the rounds, he has made an incredible first pick with that MORS. And he might have just secured them their 5th round with that huge pick. Millennium's definitely halted their approach here. They're very spread out now. They need to make a play and get something on the bomb site. Method's going to be on top of that chimney. Azox just doing the right thing. I don't know if that was timing or if he saw him, but just getting out of dodge before he was picked away from Methods. Azox going to run through this A bomb site. Carnage already there to receive a grenade to the face. He's actually going to back off, probably heavy tag. He's going to watch glass now. Azox pushing through his purple. He actually got tagged up there while I switched. This is a massive standoff. It's up to Millenium to make something happen. Method's watching that. Carnage picks up another kill for them. Trades away. Azox going to push that. He's not too sure where that's happened. Methods again with that sniper rifle has made another crucial kill. Carnage going to get challenged by Toho. 2v2 situation. Carnage again looking for something. It's not going to happen again. And Millenium 5-3 down. They are 1 round away from being relegated to the championship. Gamers2 1 round away from staying in the Premiership of the EU Pro League for Season 2. Methods once again getting 3 kills in that round with that MORS. He has had huge picks with that, as I said, and it's looking so good for him. Millenium have to pull something out of the bag. They've got to win 3 rounds on the bounce. Gamers2 just have to hold out for a minute 30 consecutive without losing the round, and that's all they've got to do. A minute and 30 seconds of Call of Duty can really change Gamers2's season. Carnage on this yellow. Let's see what's happening with Enven. He's actually lying down. They know how crucial these rounds are. They've got rounds to play with, so they could go for a much more aggressive tactic if they want to do. Methods again looking for that pick. If they make the pick, I'm sure we're going to see something incredibly lightning fast from them. Legend watching the pipe. Toho watching that bomb in case someone does peek round. Carnage on Yellow Cat. Azox behind the chimney room. Mello watching the back from that catwalk. And Gataga on 3-story catwalk. Looks like Gamers2 making a little bit more of an aggressive push towards this site. 2 grenades going to get flying off in both directions. They're surely going to know this, they're there. Not the most responsive from Millennium. They're waiting for them to make a mistake. There's going to be a gunfight going down. I think it's Carnage looking for that gunfight. Mello does make a pick. This is huge from them. Inver's going to challenge Mello again with the 2-piece. Incredible plays from him. Expecting someone to come around this corner. Legend's actually going to dip out towards B. Not too sure what's going on. Methods is actually still over there as well. Methods goes down to Mello. Mello on for the ace right now. It's up to Legend in a 3v1 situation. Legend does make a kill. He's going to push out. Mello challenges. He's actually going to get fully tagged. Legend going for this. Mello picks up the ace in the end. Just about keeps his team's hopes and dreams alive. 5-4 now in this situation. Incredible. I believe Hyper Games have actually picked up Mello, but Mello's not going to let his old teammates go out like this. He wants to get them into the next season. It's not going to be the same to him without having his rival team to be able to fight against. And I'm sure it's going to be an incredible match if we can actually get Millennium past these last few rounds and into the next season. Mello pushing down this B site. They're going to chuck some pre-grenades over. No one's going to be home to receive them, however. Carnage on with the bomb. We've got 2, 3, 4, 3 bows out for Millennium right now. Gataga, the only one with an SMG. This is really indecisive, but what a read by Gataga, expecting Methods to push round the back. This has given Millennium a really big opportunity to level the score up at 5-all now. They're pushing round this left-hand side. Gamers2 a little bit more hesitant in their play. Just watching. They do not want to give anything away, which is why you're seeing the most passive Call of Duty plays right now. There is so much riding on the line for these teams. It's going to be Legend pushing around the back. He has spotted Gataga. Gets that pick. Azox makes the play. 1 kill. Can he get any more? Someone challenges. Mello is going to challenge that. It's a 2v1 situation. Inven is going to have to go huge one more time to keep Gamers2 in this game. He's got to go huge if he wants to keep them in the 6-4 potential position right now. 20 seconds left. The bomb must be going down. He's going to challenge Azox. Azox goes down. This is going to be another challenge. Can he get it? No! 5-all. We're going to a round 11 here. 5-all in this huge, huge game. What am I seeing right now? Mello just getting the time of that down. Some incredible shooting that does go in Mello's favor. I thought for a second Inven was going to do the dirty to him, just like he had done in previous rounds. We're going to the last round. It had to end this way. Let's jump on board with Mello. 10-5, trying to urge his team over the finish line. Gamers2 have just got to hold out for 1 minute 30. That's all they have to do. Mello, 10-5 right now. Watching this pipe room. Carnage watching over to the bomb. Azox as well in a similar position. Gataga on this B cut. Does not want to peek for too long. Nades going everywhere. Someone desperately wants to make that first pick. Toho on these white crates. This is going to be aggression from Millenium. I can see them pushing this. No, in fact, they backed off. Methods pushing around onto this A site. It's not looking like the best approach from Millenium. They're thinking of double backing to A. I thought there was a challenge there. That's how intense this is getting. I'm so engrossed in this Call of Duty. 43 seconds left for Millenium. They've got to make something. Carnage with the first pick. They've doubled back after that A push. They're thinking it's time to push this B bomb site out. They've only got 33 seconds. This next set of trades is crucial. We've got Melon. There's the trade. Azox has got the kill. It's a 4v2 situation. There's going to be another trade. Who is that being chased? Legend's gone down. It's Inven in a 3v1 situation. That's it. Millenium have done it. They've secured their place in the Premiership for the EU Pro League season #2. And Gamers2 are relegated to the Championship. I cannot believe this game that I have seen. Incredible stuff. Mello again going huge for his team just to make sure they stay afloat in this league. I don't know what I've seen right now, but it has been some of the most phenomenal Call of Duty all season. Round 11, you could not have called it any better. What an incredible last map. That was some of the best Call of Duty we've seen from those players all season long. They really brought it out. You could see just the intensity of the entire thing. Nobody wanted to give anything up, which is why you saw such an incredible amount of passive play throughout that search and destroy. And some of the plays were huge in it. Inven going huge for Gamers2. Millenium's Carnage going huge in that one, just when you needed him. I've slated him a little bit in the past for previous weeks, but he really brought his A game to this search and destroy map. And congratulations to Millenium securing a place in the Premiership for next season. Commiserations to Gamers2, who will be relegated to the Championship. But no doubt, I'm sure we'll be seeing them at the top flight very, very soon. It's been an incredible evening for Call of Duty once again, and an amazing way to round up Season 1. I hope to see you for Season 2, which starts next Wednesday here at Gfinity. I'll see you all then. Good evening.